Finland is a country in Europe. It is part of the Scandinavia, a geographical region in Northern Europe. It shares land borders with Norway, Sweden, and Russia. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of the institutions in Finland you can apply to with as low as your high school certificate or your secondary school certificate. Tuition is free and application is free, but the application time is limited. Riveria Vocational Institution is the school that we're talking about in this video. It has courses or programs that are taught in English language, and some of them are also taught in Finnish language. All right, you have some programs like the housekeeper program, the restaurant program, vocational qualification in mechanical engineering and production technology, vocational qualification in social and health care. You also have vocational courses on practical nursing. You have a whole lot of programs you can just browse on this website. For further information with regards to any of the program here, take, for example, you want to look into studying for practical nurse. All right, you can just click on this link here and find out more information. Some of these applications are opened in March. Some of these applications are closed already in February. Some will open later in the course of the year. But for this video, we are going to talk about the site facility operative or housekeeper vocational qualification in cleaning and property services. You can see the application is open 1st of March and it will be closing 21st of March. So to find out more information, you click on this. This program is site facilities operative or housekeeper, okay? Vocational qualification in cleaning and property services. It says here you will need to start your studies in English and proceed to a vocational qualification in cleaning and property services in the Finnish language. Because for you to actually work in Finland, you need to learn the Finnish language in the course of your studying at this vocational institution. The type of qualification you're going to be having is vocational upper secondary qualification. All right, the application period is open now, and then the start date for this program is 5th of September this current year. The duration of this course is 2 to 3 years, and the location is Joensuu. And then the language of teaching or the language of study here is English. When you scroll down, you have other information. So before we go into information, the quick notes here is when you look at some of the programs here previously on the page we looked at, you can find out that when you click on one of them, take for example, we click on practical. After clicking on practicalness here, you can see the information. So to know if the application is open, beside it, you're going to see this icon here. Just like the way you see for site facilities, the one we're going to talk about in this video, you see apply to this training here. But if you click on practicalness, you can see that button for applying or for application is not there. It means that the application is not open or it is closed as at the time you try to click on the links. All right, so back to the video for site vocational qualification in cleaning and property services, which you can call housekeeper. The application is open, and then you have the button here for apply here or apply to this training. Before we go on to that, we need to look at some of the vital information with regards to the requirements or the documents you need to have. Okay, so who can apply? You need to be at least 18 years of age. You need to have your high school certificate or your general school leaving certificate, which some people call the high school certificate of international English test Duolingo. I have already made a video on how to put in your application or register for your Duolingo English language test online. Have you seats for the examination or for the language test? Pay for the certificate at the end of it, and then get your certificate in 48 hours. You can use that English language test Duolingo to actually put in the application for this course here. Moderate IT skills is another skill to have. You need to have good physical and mental condition to study and work in cleaning and property services. You need to also have enough funds for your living expenses on the applicant's account to be presented for the immigration office for the resident permit. Of course, you need to have resident permit. For more information on that, you need to click on Finish Immigration Service button. For the language requirement, you have it here, minimum of 85 points in your Duolingo English test. Then you look at the suitability assessment. What are they really going to look at with regards to your application procedure for you to be successful? There are about 3 things. The first thing here is to take your Duolingo English test and have the minimum point of 85. The second thing for you to note here is that you need to record 2-minute video where you need to answer the following questions. What are your expectations for the training? Where would you like to study in this training? What kind of challenges you might have in studying and living abroad? What kind of job and where do you dream of after the studies? All those questions you need to answer while you are recording yourself in a 2-minute video. The third thing to note here is that you need to attach your certificate of your previous education, that is your high school or your secondary school certificate, which is one of the prerequisites here for the application of this course. And you also need to attach your employment document, okay? So if you have previously worked as a housekeeper somewhere in your home country, you need to get a certificate or a document that states that you have done that work previously. All right, that is going to give you an advantage in your application. You also need to attach your Duolingo English language test certificate. One more thing we need to look at is your video, all right, your 2-minute video. After answering the whole question, how do you then attach this video to your application? A very serious and important question anyone would ask watching this video. Add the video link on your application form. How are you going to get this video link? All right, for everyone that has a phone or a laptop or a computer, if you don't have, your siblings or your colleagues or your friends around you would have one, you can actually upload the video on your YouTube app or your YouTube on your computer system. Then the YouTube would automatically generate a link for you, a video link for you. Then need to copy the URL or the video link from that YouTube page, all right, and then click it up or add it up to your application page while you are putting your application for this program. Then you can attach other useful documents like your Duolingo English language test document or certificate and your previous education certificate, as well as your employment documents, before you can actually save and submit your application. You have further information here. Student selection. The applicants to be interviewed will be selected based on the application, Duolingo English language test, and your motivation video. So you need to actually, in your own interest, write down your points before you make up that video, answering all of those questions we have actually seen here. All right, and then make sure you have 1 or 2 persons check out your video, listen or watch you in the video before you can actually upload the link to that video in your application. It's very important you pay attention to the video. The first thing is for you to notice your appearance in the video. The second thing is for you to make sure that you have eye contact in the video. And the third thing is for you to make sure that you answer all of the questions for you to get an opportunity to study at this prestigious institution in Finland. Interviews will be organized online via Microsoft Teams. So if you don't have Microsoft Teams app on your phone, on your laptop or your computer, do well to download that as well. Invitation to the interview will be sent by email. Of course, the email address you'll be providing while you put in your application or on your application form. The students will be selected on the basis of the interview. Interviewee selection will be by 28th March. You will be having interviews online 3rd and 5th of April. Student selection will be by 19th of April, and you have the start of this training by 5th of September. You have other information here you can read up at your free time. After your graduation, what can you do with a certificate? You can have a further study opportunity at a university in Finland, or you can also work in places like hotel,
and other accommodation facilities, shopping centers, store facilities, healthcare institutions, industrial plants, healthcare facilities, or swimming pool and spa facilities. So please take note that the application for this program is free and there is no tuition fee. Now let's go over to apply here, or how to apply to this training. So you click on the button. So it brings you to this page here. It says enter your email address and send confirmation message. You need to enter your email address and then click on send a confirmation message. All right. So a message is going to drop in your email, and then continue to upload your personal information, your document, and other useful details that they will be requesting on the application page. So before you put in your application, you need to have all these handy, your Duolingo English language test. All right. You need to also have done or recorded your 2-minute video answering all of this question. You need to also have your previous education certificate or document, which is your secondary or your high school certificate, and also your employment document. Once you have those 3 documents, then you can move over to your application. All right, so there's a vital information here with regards to your application for your Duolingo English language test. It says on the Duolingo test, choose Riveria College and save the certificate in the PDF format to attach it to your application. You cannot send the Duolingo English language test by mail or screenshot. So before we end this video, make sure that you come back to this page to check on each of these programs here. Application is free and tuition is free. If you found this video useful so far, please click on the like button. Share this video with your family, friends, loved ones. Subscribe if you're new here, and turn on your post notification to be the first to know when I upload useful content with regards to how to put in or how to make your application and move abroad. If you have questions, please put it in the comment section. I will be able to respond at my free time. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next